Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing, Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. That's Richie James. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
Gano's kick is good.
And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw it into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that?
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, Jamie Gillen on the punt for the Giants. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Richie James, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down.
Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Fields on third down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jones now throwing on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
A final shot before the break. Fields and firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. He's got Bellinger. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. He could not get away that time. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On play action, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, Brandon.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New York set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. His pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now a first down throw. Fields going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Fields out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.